Apollo 11 around the moon, while Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong walked on its surface. Yesterday, he passed away at the age of 90. Fox News correspondent David Lee Miller looks back on his life.
He was the least well-known of the historic Apollo 11 crew. But while astronaut Michael Collins would never place his own footprints on the moon's Sea of Tranquility, his piloting skills were invaluable to the mission's success.
Roger, this trip of ours to the moon may have looked to you simple or easy. I'd like to assure you that that has not been the case.
Like most of his high-flying peers, he was a fighter pilot and test pilot before being chosen for NASA. In 1966, Collins made his first spaceflight, Gemini 10, where he became the third American to walk in space. After Gemini, Collins was slated to join the Apollo 8 crew on its historic lunar orbiting mission, but was grounded for a medical condition. For the competitive space veteran, it was one of the lowest points in his career.
Apollo 8 Houston, your trajectory and guidance are go, over. Thank you, Michael.
With his space career in jeopardy, Collins undertook its spinal fusion operation. When finally returned to flight status, NASA placed him on the next available mission. That flight was Apollo 11.
I would like to say thank you very much.
On the mission, Collins was tasked to fly the Apollo mothership in lunar orbit, while Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin made their descent to the moon's surface. Remarkably, of the Apollo 11 crew, famed aviator Charles Lindbergh identified with Collins the most. Collins' solo orbits around the moon, Lindbergh felt, mirrored his solo flight across the Atlantic over 4 decades earlier. They were both, lucky Lindy felt, pilots on a lonely vigil, relatively inactive and unwatched.
Hello there, sports fans. You got a little bit of me?
It seemed everyone on planet Earth was watching when extraterrestrial cameraman Michael Collins did his job.
Well, I put on a coat and tie if I'd known about this ahead of time.
David Lee Miller, Fox News.
I was so sad when I heard the news about Mike Collins. He's an American hero, but he lived a very fulfilling life. Well, his legacy does live on. Mike Collins' legacy lives on. The space shuttle that will take humans back to the moon as soon as 2024 floated into Kennedy Space Center yesterday. An important piece of NASA's Artemis moon rocket was transported on a barge after a successful test run in Mississippi. It will be part of NASA's Space Launch System.